Hey, hi guys, I'm Jitendra Vaswani. So I'm here in Bali DMS conference, and I'm with the guy, the man behind the Authority Hacker, Gael Breton, and he's into SEO. So Gael, can you share how did you get started into SEO and your journey into affiliate marketing?
It's kind of lucky actually. So I started because I had to do an internship as part of my studies.
Okay.
And
nice.
I didn't really care about online marketing.
Okay.
But I still got an internship. Nobody took me for an internship.
Okay.
The last one I got was in an SEO company.
Okay.
And so I was in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia.
Okay.
And so I got there, but I knew nobody, right? And I had no idea what I was doing in the office. So I was doing manual social bookmarking, etc.
Okay, that's the early process in SEO, right?
And I was like, what the hell am I doing and what does it do, etc. I didn't understand. So I bought books with my money, and I had a nice swimming pool where I was staying.
Okay.
So I just started reading about SEO at the swimming pool.
Okay.
And since I knew nobody, I just ended up reading a lot about this, and then that's how I got started. And eventually we built an agency with my partner Mark.
Right.
We grew it to 35 staff in Budapest.
Wow. That's nice.
We sold it 4 years ago, and now we only build our own websites basically because we got tired of having clients, to be honest.
Yeah, it's very hard job to being an agency, right? It's it's very RS job. And how when you started your SEO, what kind of blogs you were reading? You were following some SEO experts, some SEO gurus in your industry. So
when I started, it's a long time ago. Most blogs are not really around. It was SEO book, etc.
SEO book, yes.
It was really old stuff. But before I started Authority Hacker, when I was at the agency, the guy I really liked was Matthew Woodward, actually.
Okay, Matthew, yeah, he's the guy who's doing grey hat.
I liked it because he was doing grey hat, but very actionable.
Yes,
I was I want to be the white hat actionable guy, you know. And so I was I like the angle, but I think we do different things. So I was but I really like how he does things, and it gave us a lot of ideas actually.
So you're basically grey hat or white hat, if I.
White hat. We don't pay for links or anything, yeah.
Okay, so it's pure white hat stuff,
yeah.
right? So what are your favorite SEO strategies for 2020? You're using on your niche websites?
I really enjoy the correlational SEO stuff these days, the on-page tweaks, etc.
Right.
I use Surfer SEO a lot.
Surfer SEO, okay.
I really like it, and it's done quite well for us. Like I said in this presentation, don't be too smart with your content, basically. I used to try to create great stuff that I thought was amazing, and Google rewarded us at the beginning, then punished us. And now we write the most basic content that just matches with everything that ranks, and I just end up on page 1, you know.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I do that, and we've been doing really good at link building for the past 3 years. So it's not really something we focus on a lot now because we have no problem getting links. So the focus is more on this on-page stuff, and also building a huge content production engine. We have a lot of writers, and we have a really good to-do system. It's a management basically, how to manage 25 writers, for example.
Right. It's not easy.
So it's it becomes a management game when you get to the end game more than what is the tactic. It's how much can you output? How do we output 1,000 articles this month or something? You know.
So basically, your strategy is having the best on page,
Yeah, but no, we do off page too.
Okay.
But it's not something I've focused on lately because we have been doing really good with our off page for the past 3 years.
Okay.
We have basically, I don't know if you've heard of the shotgun skyscraper.
Skyscraper, yes.
But we invented the shotgun alternative.
Shotgun, yes. I heard it, yes.
I came up with that after reading Brian Dean's blog post, which is why we still call it skyscraper. He gets some credit for it.
Yes.
But basically, I found a way to just automate the heck out of this. And as you saw in the presentation, I analyzed 600,000 outreach emails that we sent.
Right.
So we've been able to send a lot of outreach emails in a completely automated way that has generated a lot of links for our sites. And so, yeah, that's what we've been doing for 2.5 years, which is why I didn't have to focus too much on it lately, you know?
Okay, so what's your favorite link building strategies for your niche website?
Usually it's this shotgun skyscraper thing, basically.
Okay.
It's we use tools like Mailshake and Hunter.io and all of that. And I've basically automated finding prospects, finding their email with Hunter. Then we have some macros in spreadsheets that enrich the data, and then we have templates with merge fields in there that in a sense an email. It would be very difficult to tell it's an outreach email. It's automated because it's always a very simple email. It's a very innocent angle. It's is this the editor for this website, or hi Mark, are you in charge for the editorial content on this site or something? It's gonna be so simple that. And just asking a very simple question.
Right.
But the people who reply is the people we spend time with.
Yes.
And the people who don't reply, we don't spend any time on. So we don't waste any time, you know?
So sometimes they ask you, if you want the link, you have to pay XYZ amount.
We don't pay. I mean, we literally, it happens very often.
Yes.
We do that for Shotgun Skyscraper.
Yes.
They're oh, pay. And we're how about a guest post?
Okay.
And they say, okay, and we don't pay.
So you give them a very detailed and a good guest post into their niche website.
It's not all the time, right? Some people will not take it. I'm not saying this is like foolproof, etc. I'm just saying like usually we never pay. Like we haven't paid for a link in like the past 4.5 years.
Right.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, we try to always kind of like sidetrack it or like take it in a way that they might say yes, you know.
Okay.
And usually it's like a guest post or like a contribution. Be like, hey, we have like 100,000 followers on our Facebook page or something. Do you want us to share your content?
Yes, yeah.
So like we try to give them something, but like we never really pay for links.
So what's your best email line, like subject line you're using to get a response?
I showed it in the presentation. It's question and then question mark. That's it.
Question and question mark.
Yeah, that's it.
Like it's so like.
That's it.
It's get the highest CTR for you, like.
Yeah, it gets the highest link acquisition. So we measure always against like the end goal, which is getting the link.
Okay.
And this is the highest, yeah.
So that's the highest one, like.
Yep.
And what do you think about like so many of SEO gurus, like experts? They are saying like buy expired domains, like if age domains, like if you really want to rank in 2020, you need to buy these expired and age domains.
I mean, it works, but it's needed for people who are not very good at link building.
Yes.
Essentially, if you can do link building properly, you don't need it as much. I mean, like we have a case study from this year,
right?
Where we bought a $10 domain, right? No links, no nothing, and in 18 months we took it to $16,500 a month and sold it for mid 6 figures without buying any kind of expired domain. So if you're good at link building, you can still do it without.
In what kind of
Well,
niche,
I'm not
like,
saying it doesn't work, right?
Uh-huh.
I cannot tell you the niche. I'm not legally allowed to because I saw the website.
Fine. So you just like bought a brand new domain and you rank it through.
I mean, I would not, if I found like a great expired domain without links, like I'm not saying that it's a bad idea, it's not even against Google's terms of service or anything. It's actually, I would consider it white hat actually, like. So I have no problem with it, and I agree, it works, but we've been good enough at link building that we haven't needed to do that.
So you didn't do it. Do it like, because if someone is new, like he's starting out with SEO, like so for him buying expired domains or age domains will be a pretty expensive job, right?
I mean, at the same time, figuring out link building can take a long time as well.
Of course,
like for me, I'm saying that from my position, where I've been doing link building for like 10 years.
Right.
So I have a team. I have a full team of people doing link building. I don't do link building. My team does link building.
Of course,
and I manage my team. So it's like from that position, it's not really needed. If I was like starting with a bit of money, then I would consider much more strongly the expired domains, you know, because like I would need to build the links myself otherwise, and I need to do all of that. So depending on how much your time is worth, right? How much are you making per hour?
Right.
And then like if you're gonna need to spend 100 hours in link building to match what you would get from the expired domain, then is the expired domain really that expensive?
Okay, and how do you keep the ratio between do follow and no follow links? Like, have you seen like if you have too many?
We don't do anything about this. Like,
so you don't think like just get the link whether it's do follow
because
or
we
follow.
Get outreach links anyway. So it's like we don't even choose, right? It's like so if sites no follow it, like we have no. It's not like PBNs where you could like have control over this. It's their website. I can't log in on their website.
And what kind of anchor text do you choose? Like you choose the exact one or naked or what like?
Naked actually has been proven to negatively correlate with rankings, meaning naked URL is actually bad for your rankings.
Okay.
We've done that over, I think we analyzed 10 million anchor texts or something. We have the blog post on Untitled Hacker actually. You have the graphs like I showed in this presentation. No, with like for anchor text, it's good to have your keyword in there. It really depends like what the rest of your links to that page is like. So we were talking about with Charles Schultz about this actually. There was another guy who was like, what do you use press releases for? They don't do anything for your rankings.
Yes. I
was like, to dilute anchor text. And so the idea is like you can build like 500 branded anchor text to your page, and then you can really good links that you're gonna build. You can build them with exact keywords because it becomes only like a 2 or 3% of your anchor ratio, you know. So that's the way we do it. Our best links, we try to get our keyword in there, and then if you need to add more links to like only have like a 5% exact keyword ratio, then you just add these kind of like press releases or this kind of stuff, so that it's not too over optimized.
And if I want to rank for like best SEO tool, like so what will be your anchor text strategy here? Like to rank for this, like you have your SEO tool and you want to rank for this keyword, like so what will be your SEO strategy here, if you can share? Like for rank for this very competitive
I mean,
keyword.
first of all, I would look at my page, right? I would look at like what's ranking. So usually like SEO tools is like, it's probably a list post. So it's probably like a list, like the top 99 tools or something. It's probably a lot because it's an SEO niche.
Yes.
They probably have a lot of them listed, so you need to at least match how many they have. Because the thing is, like, I believe in that. Like, click-through rate on the search results is important.
Yes. It's very important.
And people click on the highest number if it's a list number.
Yes.
So just for that reason, you should have a post that actually has more items than most people.
Okay.
And you will find in competitive queries that when you update yours with, like, let's say you went from 80 to 99,
yes,
then your competitor is going to go to 110, and you have to go to 120.
So that's the way to, like.
It's like an escalation with your competitors all the time. So that first thing is look at your page, make sure it has, like, I use Surfer SEO, I would make sure it's well optimized there. You will not rank for this query without supporting pages that internal link to it. So, like, I would probably do some keyword research around that. Probably, in this case, it's going to be single reviews of the tools.
Single reviews.
So, like, you'll have, like, your Ahrefs review, SEMrush review,
like,
etc. And you can internal link from these reviews to your best SEO tool review. You know.
Okay.
So these will be your support pages, and you should look at promoting the single reviews as well, which will help in turn.
So this can be like anchor text variation, can be like review of best SEO tools.
You can go quite aggressive for internal links, actually.
Okay.
Like, internal links, you can be really quite aggressive. We try to do partial match, which is like essentially let's say you're trying to rank for best SEO tools. I'd be like, are the best SEO tools of the year, for example.
Yes.
That would be my anchor text, you know. So
okay, so you can like have this kind of anchor text variation in your blog post, like internally linking. Okay, that's very good strategy.
And then after that, it's usually for this kind of post, it's really hard to do like natural outreach. So it's usually like hammering guest posting, and or help a reporter out. We got some like these kind of things. And it's a slow grind because I know this stuff is quite competitive. Branding is probably looking at us right now.
Of course, branding. So that's why I'm taking this interview. So branding, at least watch it. Okay, so you have your own like a course like authority site system. Like, so can you share a detail about your course, like where I can share the free link for my readers if they want to have watched.
I mean, before people buy the course, I recommend they go through our free webinar.
Free webinar, okay.
Because actually we give them a lot of the information for free.
Okay.
So actually, I'll give you the link. You put it below the video.
Free webinar. So guys, we will be putting the link in the description so you can join the free webinar.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then for 3 hours I go through like how to pick your niche. I think many people pick the wrong niche.
Right.
They can't really make
That's
money.
the problem, right?
Even if they're good at SEO, even if they do everything else right, if the first decisions are wrong and you go in the wrong direction, you will not do very well. Like, it's just the way it is. Some niches make more money than others, especially if you're trying to make money from affiliate marketing.
Okay.
So that's step one. Then we have technical site build. So I go through like all the plugins and theme stacks and everything that we use to build our sites. Spoiler: these days we use Elementor, AAWP, and Astra for the theme. I think. But there's a few. Like, I share like 20 plugins or something on that webinar.
Okay.
Then I talk about how to create content and how to outsource content, because like I don't really write articles myself anymore. Like, I'm just managing the whole process in the business.
Right.
So we show how we do that. And then after that, we show how to build the first links to your site, which is always really difficult because you're not well known.
Yes.
You're not really established, etc. So it's a bit of a different thing, you know.
It's very hard. Yeah.
So like sometimes, like for new sites, like you read these guys on LinkedIn, and you feel like you can't do it. It doesn't work, you know. And it's like, so it's a bit different to build links for new sites. And so like we try to go just on that specific thing, like links for new sites.
Yes,
in that webinar, basically.
Yeah, because for the newbie, it's very hard. Like, if they have a new fresh site and they really don't know the process of building a link. So
yeah, exactly. It's not even they don't know. It's like people don't take them seriously because they're brand new sites.
They're brand new sites, right?
And so like you need to find ways to essentially gain a little bit of traction initially. And once you get a bit of traction, it's much easier to build links. So
right.
But it's kind of weird. You need links to get traction.
Of course, yeah.
But to get traction, you need links. It's like it's very difficult. So like we try to help with that. We've done that with many sites. So that's basically what's in the free webinar.
Okay. So thank you so much, Gael, like sharing your journey, and your presentation was really nice. So guys, if you want to join the Authority Site System, there is a free webinar link in the description below, so you can join, and it's free, so you can have a look at the things like what he's going to teach you in the course. So thank you so much, Gael, for sharing your stuff. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Take care.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye.